Lift your hand. Wait, we're almost there. Now put it on the lid. No, the lid. 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 Almost there. Now head for the lid. Cold. Warmer. 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 You're hot. You're on fire. But you don't even have your net. Have it fix him up while I find a specimen.
It's all over. My turn. Fine. I'll do it. I won't die. My
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Sounds like a lot of...
Hoopla!
It sounds like a lot of...
Hoopla!
Sounds like a...
Hoopla! Hoopla!
Sounds like a lot of hoopla to make over a little Krabby Patty, right?
Your soul resonates with the
Time
light.
for the moment you've been waiting for.
Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy.
Oh, look at it!
I
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
Could I have something to eat?
No,
Could I have something to eat?
no,
Could I have something to eat?
no.
Can't you say anything else but no?
Try asking again.
Can I have something to eat?
No.
No!
Right, Squidward. Sea bears are no laughing matter. Why, once I met this guy who knew 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 this guy's cousin.
You're right!
Who knew this guy's cousin?
Look,
Oh, a Squidward action figure! Let me play with
no,
it!
Patrick.
Pilot! Pilot! Deadbolt!
Patrick!
Here comes a giant fish!
Patrick, no! That's not an action figure. That's the real Squidward. I shrunk him by accident.
And then comes a giant SpongeBob! Quick! Sandy's coming! We gotta make sure you're well, or she'll take you to the doctor. Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Imagination.
Remember, ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula.
Hey there, Mr. Krabs. Are you ready to party?
Oh, I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party? I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, SpongeBob?
No, I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Mr. Krabs?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, SpongeBob?
Oh, I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Patrick?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Mr. Krabs? I'm ready to party.
Are you doing it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
SpongeBob.
Patrick, that's not a ride.
Get off of me! If that was you on the phone and you on the bus, then who was flickering the lights?
Nosferatu.
Everybody loves SpongeBob. Well, mostly everybody. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 SpongeBob characters who hate SpongeBob. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at characters from SpongeBob SquarePants that can't stand the titular yellow sponge. Number 10, Angry Jack. Angry Jack makes a living yelling at customers to buy his shells in his commercials. That's all for show.
I'm so angry about my massive inventory that I'm slashing prices like crazy!
Angry Jack is actually quite pleasant in person. At least he was, until SpongeBob walked into his shop, looking for a new shell for Harry. Only SpongeBob could bring the real anger out of Angry Jack. But to be fair, SpongeBob did destroy his entire shell emporium. After SpongeBob accidentally breaks every single one of his shells, Angry Jack loses his cool and charges him, literally an arm and a leg, as well as some other body parts.
You got 2 arms and 2 legs, don't you?
Yeah.
Give me one of each!
Okay.
Number 9, Kevin C. Cucumber. Let's be honest, this guy totally deserved what he got. All SpongeBob wants is to join his jellyfish club, the Jelly Spotters. But Kevin doesn't think SpongeBob is cool enough for them.
I won't let the guy join the club. I just want to see how many times he can get stung before he goes running home like a baby.
So he decides to haze him, telling him that if he completes a series of rigorous tasks, he will be allowed in the club. But after SpongeBob accomplishes each and every task, he learns that Kevin had no intention of ever letting him into the club.
Did you think we'd actually
forgot to put pickles on his Krabby Patty, completely shirking SpongeBob's confidence.
This is pretty good. Only one thing. You forgot the pickle!
SpongeBob even leaves the Krusty Krab because he completely loses his frag cookie mojo. Poor SpongeBob. This dude just had it out for him.
Look! He's been hiding the pickles under his tongue the whole time.
But as it turns out, Bubble Bass had lied and was hiding the pickles under his tongue the whole time.
And that's my ride.
Number 6. Barnacle Boy. This retired superhero sidekick is perfectly happy to hang out his cave and spend the rest of his days living a simple life with his other half, Mermaid Man.
Down! You can wait for me, man, and he's ornery when his nap is disturbed.
But SpongeBob rips them out of retirement with the constant blow of their old conch signal.
As seen on TV. I wonder if it still works.
Kind of like their bat signal, the conch was how Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy would be contacted when they were needed to fight off danger. But when SpongeBob gets his hands on it, he takes advantage and calls on them repeatedly to take care of mundane tasks. Barnacle Boy's dislike for SpongeBob may have waned over the years, but his previous hatred of him was definitely well-deserved.
Now start your day just by saying,
Hey Google, good morning.
traffic is lighter than usual. Here's the latest news.
Okay, everybody, let's go.
That's help at a glance with Google Home Hub.
Number 5. Tattletale Strangler. This one is a bit self-explanatory. SpongeBob paddled up this guy, so he wants to strangle SpongeBob.
That's the Tattletale Strangler.
Ooh,
The Tattletale Strangler. He's promised to strangle anyone who turns him in.
Well, you can't say that SpongeBob didn't see this one coming. After SpongeBob turns him in, the Tattletale Strangler vows his revenge. When the Strangler breaks out of custody, SpongeBob fears for his life and hires a bodyguard, who just happens to be the Tattletale Strangler in a brilliant disguise.
you can go to my house and turn off all the lights.
Perfect. That way no one could hear you being strangled. Protected.
However, SpongeBob's own stupidity trumps all of the crayfish's strangling attempts, and eventually drives him into madness like only SpongeBob can.
Someone say party?
Number 4. Doodle Bob. A classic story of man creates monster, monster destroys man. When SpongeBob and Patrick happen upon a human pencil that brings these drawings to life, SpongeBob draws a self-portrait that becomes sentient.
This'll be the ultimate prank. I'll draw me. And when Squidward enters the door, it won't be me.
Clearly, there can only be one true SpongeBob, and it can only be settled in a fight to the death. Doodle Bob almost wins, going so far as to draw a hole that he drops SpongeBob and Patrick into, and shatter Patrick with a bowling ball. Doodle Bob's hatred for SpongeBob goes beyond words, but it's palpable in the gibberish he rattles off.
Yeah, hold it right there, Doodle. I brought you into this world, and now I'm gonna take you out.
He even returns when SpongeBob and Patrick are trapped in Doodle's dimension with revenge on his mind.
Yeah, Brian. Oh, I'm not the puppet.
Number 3. Sheldon J. Plankton. Plankton and SpongeBob actually have a little more of a love-hate relationship.
If it's for fire that burns down the
whole town, use for uranium. Bomb.
And is for no
Survivors, when you...
SpongeBob considers them friends for the most part, except for when he's pulling dubious schemes to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Plankton.
And although Plankton hates pretty much everyone and finds SpongeBob annoying, he can't deny that SpongeBob has touched a small place in his evil little heart. But Plankton has proven time and time again that he would sell out SpongeBob in a second if it meant getting his hands on the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Hear me, Krabs. When I discover your formula for Krabby Patties, I'll run you out of business.
Once even hired a hitman named Dennis to take the sponge out, so Plankton could free Mr. Krabs for stealing the Neptune's crown.
Try and help you with something, sir.
Name's Dennis. I'm hired to exterminate you.
You're gonna exterminate us?
Number 2, Mrs. Puff. Or Mrs. Puff has the terrible task of feeding irksome to him. That's a special kind of hatred.
So let me get this straight. You think that we should go that way?
Yep.
Well, then I'm going this way.
Which way?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest video.
My name's Josh. I earned my bachelor's degree in cybersecurity from UCPI University. I chose UCPI because it came highly recommended from
Mr. Krabs seriously needs to be locked up. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons Mr. Krabs should be arrested. Think you know Nickelodeon? Click here to sign into the Google or Facebook account and take the new trivia quiz on WatchMojo.com. It's pretty hard, but get it right and you can win a collectible box with Culturefly, loaded with exclusive Nickelodeon toys, accessories, and apparel. Click here or follow the link in the description.
Okay, bye.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best of Mr. Krabs' unsavory moments. Number 10, breaking and entering. Mr. Krabs is going through a midlife crisis, and has privately turns to SpongeBob and Patrick to make him feel young again.
Are you sure this is what the kids are driving these days?
So they take him out on the town, but the wild night Mr. Krabs was hoping for turns out to be pretty mild. That is, until Patrick lets him in on the final activity of the night, the anti-breed. As if stealing a poor, unsuspecting woman's underpants isn't bad enough, he climbed through a screened window in the middle of the night, or literally is a stranger.
What are you doing with my bloomers?
This one doesn't land Krabs behind bars, but at least he gets a good old-fashioned grounding from his mother. Number 9, stole secret Krabby Patty formula and framed SpongeBob for it. Everyone knows how top secret the Krabby Patty formula is, and over the years, Mr. Krabs has been very intense about the protection of the secret ingredient. So naturally, he trusts only his most loyal employee, SpongeBob, to pick it up. But when the secret ingredient is stolen en route, Krabs blames SpongeBob for the theft. As it turns out, it was Krabs all along who staged the theft to avoid paying the delivery fee.
I don't understand that you stole the item in question.
Well, I wouldn't call it stealing.
This time, Mr. Krabs actually does get arrested, and he faces a punishment worse than jail. He's forced to watch as SpongeBob gives away free Krabby Patties for an entire day. Number 8, forced his employees to work 24/7 with no breaks. Apparently, labor laws are a bit lax in Bikini Bottom. Otherwise, Mr. Krabs would definitely be locked up for the way he treats his workers.
Wow, that's more than I make in a year.
It's already bad enough that he pays them next to nothing. But when the chum bucket opens its doors 23 hours a day to compete, Krabs decides to keep the Krusty Krab open for 24 hours, working SpongeBob and Squidward to the bone.
1,320.
Day 23! Give it up for day
10,654.
Though SpongeBob was initially excited by the prospect of non-stop work, after 43 days of working 24 hours straight with no breaks, SpongeBob and Squidward, as you can imagine, are driven to madness.
That shirt was hideous.
Number 7, counterfeiting. Mr. Krabs' most defining quality is his unparalleled greed. He'll do anything for a pretty penny, literally. So it's not really a surprise when Mr. Krabs finds an alternative use for his printing press. Mr. Krabs decides to start selling his own newspaper, the Krabby Chronicle, forces SpongeBob to write lies about his friends by threatening to take his spatula, and keeps the money for himself.
I don't think these stories are doing anyone any good.
Well, they're certainly doing me some good.
As if that wasn't bad enough to land him in a clink, when the sea creatures of Bikini Bottom find out, they demand their money back. But Mr. Krabs realizes that his printing press is used to make money. Talk about finding a silver lining. Number 6, grave robbing. Mr. Krabs is a scam. He holds a garage sale for the cash he's collected.
Let me explain.
After finding out that his celebrated Patty sold SpongeBob for $10, being professional dodgeball, he goes to Great Bend to split the half back. He even scares SpongeBob when he goes to the house of his normal. SpongeBob does return the hat, but he's the original owner. So Mr. Krabs uses the freak of the original owner and steals the hat right off his corpse.
I got the $1 million hat.
less thrilling, he thinks the whole thing is just a dream. Upon realizing he is in fact awake, he reverts to his old ways, and the Flying Dutchman returns for him. In order to avoid eternal damnation, he sells SpongeBob's soul for the 62 cents in the Dutchman's pocket. Selling souls might not be a jailable offense, it's probably a very special place to keep Jones' locker for crabs like him.
But how could you trade SpongeBob for 62 cents?
You think I could have gotten more?
Number 4.
You think I could have got more?
Mr. Krabs already proved his vast disregard for animal rights when he took Friday a little too literally at the zoo and stole a pearl from a clown that turned out to be its egg. Perhaps an even worse offense is when he infuses jellyfish to make special Krabby Patties.
More SpongeBob!
When Mr. Krabs discovers that customers are interested in SpongeBob's jelly patty, he decides to add them to the menu. But SpongeBob is appalled to find out the way Mr. Krabs is making so many jelly patties is that he basically created a jellyfish sled shop wherein he squeezes them, stretches them, and juices them in a machine.
That's it, boys! Keep that gelatinous going and blowing!
Number 3. He tried to drive Plankton to suicide. Mr. Krabs and Plankton have been arch enemies forever. They both go to extreme lengths to defeat each other. But this time, Mr. Krabs goes way too far. When he discovers that Plankton is afraid of whales, Mr. Krabs does everything he can to exploit his weakness. He borrows one of his daughter's dresses so he can dress up like Pearl and torture Plankton. Plankton is tormented by nightmares of Pearl coming after him, and is convinced she's stalking him in real life.
That's it, I'm done. The 4:15 bus should be along any time now.
In an attempt to end the torment, Plankton tries to get himself run over. Mr. Krabs and Plankton have done many horrible things to each other. This one is just sick. Number 2, he tried to kill Squidward. After he tries to sell a piece of Squidward's art, an art dealer told him that it would be worth more if the artist was, quote, out of the picture. The art dealer probably wasn't suggesting that Mr. Krabs would kill the artist, but that's what Mr. Krabs heard. He sent Squidward on the route with his deliveries with the hope that Squidward will not return. He had sent Squidward to Antarctica, Rock Bottom, and even Mars in the attempt to get rid of him. That didn't work. Mr. Krabs then tries to straight up murder Squidward with a mallet. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
What is this? You're making me pay you to stand at the cash register? I can make you handsome again. What? See? He's getting handsome.
Hey, what about this towel from the sizzling spring sauna?
And this convenient phone.
Well, it's Sandy's true. There.
And Plankton's lawnmower.
Well,
Even Mrs. Puff's hair curler.
that one was a gift.
Number 1. Attempted murder of a health inspector. It's surprising the Krusty Krab had to get shut down, considering Mr. Krabs' reputation for poisoning his customers. But the time he mass-produced the Pretty Patty, which turned all of his customers different colors, or when he sold the Spongy Patty that made everyone sick and spongy.
Mr. Krabs, what have you done?
In fact, the only time a health inspector comes to check out the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs nearly kills him. Thinking he's a fake inspector out to get free food, SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs serve him a disgusting burger that they think kills him. Then, realizing he's the real deal, and believing he's dead, they try to dispose of the body.
His head's sticking out.
Sorry, Mr. Krabs. I thought he might need some air.
With our picks, check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
$31,000. That's the average annual income for an individual in the US. Hard to believe, right? After housing, food, transportation, healthcare, and taxes, what's left for living? Here's what's really interesting. Despite the financial struggles of most Americans, there are hundreds of thousands of jobs with great opportunity left unfilled. The industry?
Bum bum
Technology.
bum.
But what exactly is the technology industry?
What is
These vacancies simply be the result of an intimidation or fear of a misunderstood industry. Think about it. Some of the most influential and successful people of our time are tech leaders. but we don't have to be a tech giant to be rewarded in this field.
And I guess
The
because I was
deployment of
watching
computer and
it,
information technology applications is projected to grow 13% from 2016 to 2026, which is faster than the average for all occupations, driving approximately 557,100 jobs. Just because we may have struggled with math or science early in life doesn't mean we can't do really well in a high-tech computer profession. Mobile apps, IT support, cyber and network security, cloud computing, and more. These are all seriously in demand, and all seriously obtainable careers.
Absorbent and yellow and tasteless is he. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments that went too far on SpongeBob SquarePants.
Stroke, come on, Gary, we're gonna be late for the big race.
Hey, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to check out Watch Mojo's new series, The Worst Travel Show, hosted by me, Kyle Yeagas. Click this link below to watch it on Facebook. Can't wait to play this.
For this list, we're looking at the times where Nickelodeon's plucky little sponge left a bitter taste in our mouths. Be it the dark and rather mean-spirited humor, or the disturbingly gross incidents, these scenes make us wonder if SpongeBob really has overstayed his welcome. Also, if you're lucky enough to never have seen these moments, we're issuing mature and spoiler tags just to be safe.
Okay, it's on my foot.
Number 10. Squidward's Psychotic Rampage. It's no secret how SpongeBob acts as a nuisance to Squidward. Mostly by accident, but who'd ever think it'd come to this level? SpongeBob has been trying to give Squidward his happiest memory, but to no avail. Desperate, he kidnaps the depressed cephalopod and drags him to a party full of happy-mashing SpongeBob models, because that's not creepy at all.
Unfortunately, everyone I tried to invite was busy or sick, but don't worry. I used my papier-mâché skills to fill the party with your favorite person. Woo!
Finally fed up with his neighbor's antics, Squidward goes on a psychotic rampage and mercilessly massacres the happy-mashing duplicates, laughing maniacally and saying that this is his happiest memory.
I feel wonderful! This is it! My happiest memory!
SpongeBob can be aggravating, but there's something off-putting about Squidward finding joy in murdering lookalikes of him. Not that SpongeBob seems to mind, apparently.
He's so handsome.
Number 9. SpongeBob's Splinter. At work, SpongeBob gets a splinter jammed in his thumb, and it's too deep to remove, and too graphic for us to endure.
Okay, fine, stay. But I hope you like making Krabby Patties.
As it oozes and throbs painfully, SpongeBob becomes more desperate to get rid of it. Desperate enough to call Dr. Patrick.
You called the right person, Mr. SpongeBob.
Not even remotely concerned about his best friend's dilemma, Patrick only makes things worse, causing the swelling to grow bigger and become even more infected.
There appears to be a little bit of swelling.
Mr. Krabs finally pulls out the splinter and gets a face full of revolting pus. While the artists deserve major props for going the extra mile with the distasteful and painful imagery, there has to be a limit before you make your whole audience squeamish. Number 8. The facial designs. SpongeBob and Patrick have been making absurd and sickening faces at each other and everyone else, and their choice in expressions is terrifying. Despite Mr. Krabs' warnings, the duo holds on to 2 grotesque faces, causing them to completely freeze.
Patrick, we have to face freeze.
Sandy tries to help loosen them up, but their faces end up looking absolutely horrifying.
Y'all are looking much more relaxed.
While the imagery is definitely creative, who could look at these ugly mugs without getting nightmares? This could have been a good way to teach younger audiences about the consequences of being naughty, except at the very end, for absolutely no reason, Mr. Krabs and Squidward get the worst face freezes of all, and the episode just ends on a frightening pop-out. Number 7. SpongeBob's Krabby Patty romance. Everybody loves Krabby Patties, but what happens when SpongeBob takes that love to a creepy new level? The delusional fry cook creates the perfect patty and develops a romantic attraction to it, to the point where he serenades the sandwich and maliciously destroys innocent clams that try to eat his delicate delicacy.
When we go riding, it's dandy. The way you hang on to the seat. Yay, 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 yay.
As time marches on, the patty starts to go rotten as the the artists generously show us with their nauseating close-ups, and SpongeBob finally snaps out of his creepy trance and eats the sandwich, way after it's expired. Maybe this is why SpongeBob shouldn't be romantically involved with anyone or anything, especially if his standards are this low. Number 6. Patrick pet-sitting Gary. SpongeBob's visiting his grandma for the day, and needs his most responsible friend to look after Gary. But he asks Patrick instead.
You got it. Safe with me.
Being the best pet sitter he is, Patrick completely neglects Gary, lets him starve, and tries to set him on fire with a flamethrower. On top of that, he bathes Gary with a fire hose and almost dries him with salt, which would have killed the poor snail. The fact that he does all this with a big dumb smile is further proof of Patrick's devolution from a likable dimwit to a selfish, uncaring moron who shouldn't be trusted with anything, like his best friend's pet's welfare. Number 5. Feral Patrick. As Patrick is already a glutton, imagine how much grosser it would be if he ate like normal starfish do. When he and his fellow ocean dwellers are reduced to their feral forms by a strange moon, Sandy studies their natural lifestyle. We get the pleasure of learning a sea star's regular eating pattern by watching Patrick eject his stomach to grab a bite. While it's nice to add some realism to a cartoon, some deep-sea habits are best left unseen, like watching our devolved pink friend force his organs out of his body. While it's stomach-churning to watch, pun intended, it's not the worst side of Patrick that Sandy has to see. Number...
Hey, Portal Answer. Hey, Mom. About tomorrow, we're gonna have to cancel. Is everything okay? Not actually, no. It's Kevin. I've had lice. Oh, lice. Not just one. Thousands of lice. Really? The couch has lice. You know, I'm the older gifts. Portal. Buy any two and get $100 off.
4. Sandy's punishment.
I think I've just found out how to get the Krabby Patty formula once and for all.
In another harebrained scheme, Plankton steals Sandy's discarded pelt to use as a disguise and swindle the secret formula.
This is gonna work like a charm.
While he endures an annoying afternoon with SpongeBob, Sandy is hunting for the creep who stole her fur, and the Bikini Bottomites do nothing to help. Instead, they tease and chastise her hairless state every chance they get.
What is so funny about getting my fur stolen?
Aren't you ashamed having your pink rat flesh exposed?
Adding insult to injury, after she finally catches Plankton, Sandy gets arrested for public nudity, even though she's not that indecent compared to the other townsfolk.
Public nudity is against the law in this county.
So apparently identity theft is okay, but unwillingly being half-dressed is taboo. Either way, this whole episode served no purpose other than to humiliate Sandy and paint the townsfolk as incompetent jerks. Number 3. Mrs. Puff wants SpongeBob dead. After SpongeBob fails his driving test, yet again, Mrs. Puff finally pops, permanently unable to puff again.
Will I ever be my old self again?
No, my dear, I'm afraid you'll never puff again.
Well, at least until the end when the status quo is reset. Her usual annoyance towards her student evolves into insane hatred as she enters him in the demolition derby to finally silence him in the worst possible way.
Why are you still
alive? Puff didn't expect SpongeBob to survive the derby, so she goes out of her way to kill him herself. We get it. SpongeBob can be really irritating, but that's no excuse for turning a simple, exasperated teacher into a homicidal maniac.
Not so fast! There's one more challenger!
What makes this worse is that Puff's miracle reinflation means that she tried to murder him for nothing. Number 2. Suicide jokes. After SpongeBob repeatedly fails to find him a happiest memory, Squidward falls into a clinical depression.
Wake me when I'm dead.
While he mopes around his house hopelessly, we're forced to endure some disturbing imagery.
I just can't seem to get happy.
Well, that didn't help.
Including him shoving his head in the oven and stringing up some rope.
Maybe this will help.
Thankfully, both incidents were just psych-outs, but the depressing atmosphere made us all anxious and wonder if Squidward would really end it all. Suicide is a very sensitive subject to make light of, especially in a kid's cartoon. While SpongeBob has made jokes about it before, they were mostly one-off gags with no real plans to follow through. But to make it feel this real for a joke is inexcusable. Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
So, what seems to be the problem, Mr. Tentacles? It all started when I was born.
I think you've helped quite enough today.
#1, one-course meal as a whole. Turns out that Plankton has an intense fear of whales, so Mr. Krabs decides to dress up his pearl to frighten the devious microorganism. From then on, we witness Plankton suffering from extreme paranoia and horrific nightmares, until he can't go on, and just wishes for death. All while Krabs revels in his misery.
That's it, I'm done. The 415 bus should be along any time now.
This is undoubtedly the coolest thing Mr. Krabs has ever done. Torturing his business rival, who used to be his best friend, to near suicide goes way beyond their petty rivalry. The worst part, even after Plankton gets much-deserved payback, Krabs still swipes a victory, and the good-natured SpongeBob helps him.
Dressed to frighten him. Isn't that taking it a little too far?
Remind us, who's the good guy again?
Hey, this is Kyle Gatehouse, host of Watch Mojo's new series, The Worst Travel Show. Click the link below to watch it on Facebook. For more great videos published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
The holidays are for sharing, not for staring. The holidays are an experience. A thrill. A treat. A bite to eat. And Stony Point Fashion Park is where the holidays happen. Find that special something for every good girl and boy at Stony Point Fashion Park. And put a bow on it.
Even the most beloved children's cartoon.
Flow. Go. Hold up. Hold up. Who the hell? The picture you sent. What the fuck? I was like, okay, I'm looking at the picture. Those are some empty plots. Wait a minute. Who the fuck?
I don't know.
Someone hates their city.
Like a 40 minutes apart. Sean.
Where's Sean at anyway?
I don't know, because I guess he was still waiting for the game to download.
Yeah, because the internet turned off, I couldn't play Red Dead Online to finish the tutorial. So I ended up playing Soulcalibur instead. I mean, so far so good. Now I'm doing the Libra Soul thing.
Like created character story.
Yeah, created character story.
I can't really do it. That story is pretty bad.
It is very much so. I like the old system they had where you just fight random created characters. I mean, yeah, you fight created characters on here, but you fight random created characters to unlock gear on the last one. And then I remember on Soulcalibur 4, it might not have been a great game, but it had characters on there with like, they had decent characters. They had this chick with 2 katanas that looked like she fighting Onichibara style. Had this magical girl, some character with white hair. It had an interesting cast, even though Star Wars was upon it. Yoda was so little. I don't know why they chose Yoda. They could have chose another good.
I mean, I can understand why they chose Yoda because obviously he's a popular character.
And green is for Xbox.
Oh, right. Vader was on PlayStation and Yoda was on Xbox.
Yeah.
There you go. I'd say that probably is the reason why.
I kind of missed the PSP version a little bit.
Oh, my knee. Oh, damn, look at that. I was just sitting there. Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking about what to use. Hey, what are you doing? It sounds like you cracking your teeth together from a thousand skulls. Right. Oh, that's the way he was doing. It sound like he's cracking teeth together from a thousand skulls. I mean, obviously, where are you playing? Hey, Terry, perfect timing. Join us in Kenneth Floor. We don't know about that.
I'm back.
It's simple. Ray, what are you doing, bro? It sounds like you've been cracking the teeth of a thousand skulls.
I went to use the restroom, so I don't know what you're talking about.
How many buttons you were pressing?
What buttons?
Never mind, Ray. Damn,
Fucking
so wait until Tay tell me one way or the other whether or not you want to join. Damn, we gotta wait. I'm getting mad. So,
Oh, mine's work perfectly.
I'm not gonna be talking for a little bit about something playing the game. Trying to talk to Ashley real quick.
It just doesn't update Overwatch for some reason.
Yeah, it's working on that, so I can't sit here and just, you know,
Prepare to die. Gosh. That's how she sounds. The character on the game. You mother flipping son of a. I'm kind of mad because every single time I'll get a weapon with better stats, but it's a weapon I don't even use. Would grow. And they keep giving me nunchucks. Yeah, which is awesome. Edginess. And hey, you said turn it down, not turn it off, so you're okay with being a fighting dreamer. I'm proud of you, Span. The Tattletale Strangler. Okay. I will not play Blood on the Dance Floor. Wait, what? Okay, I will not play any Ugly God. No, there's a lot of people that suck on toast. That's not Ugly God. Oh, you gotta admit, it was kind of catchy. It was very ridiculous.
Okay. Fights on.
Waves. And he's gone. Where did my charger? Oh, it's a fight. Perfect. Perfect. Flawless. Where is my iPhone charger? Be right back. Where did I put this? That shit was beside me the whole goddamn. Okie dokie. Now, I'm gonna shove it in there.
Okay.
And then plug this in.
Gonna shove it in.
Hey, bro, you do what you gotta. I'm gonna act like I didn't see that message. The girl messaged me asking me, what time am I gonna get off? I can't tell you when I'm gonna get off. Just know I'm gonna get off. It's not what it sounds like.
I know.
Pervert. Shut up. It's only two of them. That is not a lot of people, and it should not be an issue. What? It's okay. I didn't mean to add another to the collection. Okay?
Why is it a collection?
I'm not trying to have a collection.
Why do you call it that?
I said collection because that's like the first term that came to my mind, but I did not mean that. I meant it in like a simplified, appropriate term to not sound sleazy. Bruh! I am so done. I'm gonna